Have you ever found yourself staring at the ceiling, hours passing like minutes, and yet your mind feels blank? Not racing with thoughts, not overrun with emotion, just blank. You scroll, you swipe, you reply to a message or two, you go through the motions of eating or working or talking, but inside, there's nothing. Not sadness, not happiness, just stillness. You're not broken, you're not lazy, you're not weak. You might just be numb, emotionally, mentally, maybe even spiritually. And it's okay, this video isn't about quick fixes, it's about truth, connection, and real understanding, because the numbness you're feeling, it's trying to tell you something. And if you stay with me to the end, you might walk away with more clarity and hope than you came in with. Healing begins with acknowledging the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. It starts with admitting that something's wrong, not to others, but to yourself. For too long, you might have been silencing that small voice inside. The one whispering, something's not right, stop pretending you're fine, just to keep up appearances. The world is full of pressure to put on a brave face, to power through, but true strength lies in acknowledging your vulnerability. Write it down, say it out loud, I feel numb. I don't feel like myself, and I want to change that. There is power in naming your truth. It breaks the illusion of control that numbness creates. It cracks open the door to healing. It says, I see you, pain, I hear you, numbness, and I'm not going to ignore you anymore. This is the first step, the bravest step, toward reclaiming your life. We often think of emotions as existing solely in our minds, but the truth is, our bodies are intricately connected to how we feel. Emotions aren't just in your brain, they live in your body. And when your emotions go silent, your body often carries the residue. That tightness in your chest, the way you hold your breath, the fatigue that weighs you down, these are all ways your body tries to communicate what your mind might be suppressing. Movement can help bridge that gap. Not intense, heart-pounding exercise, but gentle, mindful movement that reconnects you to your physical self. Try this. Stretch slowly and breathe deeply, feeling your muscles lengthen and release. Take a walk with no phone, no podcast, just your senses. Notice the feel of the sun on your skin, the sound of the wind rustling through the leaves, the smell of the earth after the rain. Run warm water over your hands and focus on the sensation, the warmth, the pressure, the simple act of feeling. Hold an object, a stone, a leaf, a cup, and feel its texture. Is it smooth, rough, cold, warm? These tiny moments of presence begin to thaw the numbness, reminding you that you are a living, breathing being capable of experiencing the world through your senses. When we're numb, it can feel like our inner compass is broken. We don't know what we feel, let alone why we feel it. We might even berate ourselves for not feeling enough or the right way. But forcing emotion is like trying to squeeze water from a stone. It only creates more resistance. Don't ask yourself how you should feel. Ask yourself what is, gently, softly. Instead of demanding answers, approach your inner world with curiosity. Ask yourself micro-questions, small, manageable inquiries that invite, rather than demand, a response. Questions like, what sensations do I notice right now? Is there a tightness in my chest, a flutter in my stomach, a heaviness in my limbs? What color matches how I feel? If I had to paint my current emotional state, what would it look like? If I had to name one emotion right now, what would it be? You might not get an answer right away. That's okay. Keep asking. The act of asking is a sign of life. It's a way of showing up for yourself, of saying, I'm here, I'm listening, and I'm ready to understand. Think back to a time when you felt deeply. Not just happy or sad, but truly alive. What were you doing? What were you watching, listening to, reading? Our emotional landscapes are often shaped by the stories, sounds, and images that move us. Watch a movie that made you cry years ago. Listen to a song that once stirred you. Look at old photos. Revisit your childhood journals, art, or music. These emotional touchpoints act as memory triggers. They remind your heart that it has known joy, sorrow, anger, excitement, the full spectrum of human emotion. Even if they don't make you feel much now, they signal safety to your nervous system. They remind you of what once moved you, and what can again. It's like sending a gentle invitation to your heart, saying, remember this, it's okay to feel again, it's safe to feel again. Sometimes the pressure to feel becomes a barrier to actually feeling. We get so caught up in trying to manufacture emotions that we block the natural flow of our inner experience. Sometimes emotion returns when you stop trying to feel and start expressing instead. Release the pressure to create a masterpiece, to have a breakthrough, to figure it all out. Instead, focus on the simple act of letting go. Journal without rules. Don't censor yourself, don't edit, don't judge. Just write whatever comes to mind, even if it's just a stream of consciousness. Draw, even if you're not an artist. Use colors, shapes, and lines to express what words cannot. Speak out loud to an empty room. Hear your own voice. Feel the vibrations in your chest as you give voice to your inner world. Record a voice note to your future self. Share your fears, your hopes, your dreams. It doesn't have to be beautiful, it just has to be real. Expression creates space, and where there's space, feeling can grow. When you're numb, even the simplest tasks can feel insurmountable. The world loses its color, its vibrancy, its meaning. It's easy to get lost in the fog, to let the days bleed into each other. But structure, even in its gentlest form, can be a lifeline. When everything feels pointless, structure can be your ally. Not rigid schedules or unattainable to-do lists, but small, meaningful rituals that anchor you to the present moment. Design a small ritual for morning or night. It could be as simple as lighting a candle with intention, setting an intention for the day ahead, or reflecting on a moment of gratitude from the day that's passed, writing a one-line gratitude entry, washing your face slowly, noticing each step, the feel of the water, the scent of the soap, the gentle pressure of your fingertips, saying a mantra, I am still here. Repeat it silently or aloud, feeling the truth of those words resonate within you. These aren't routines, they're acts of reconnection. They remind you that you are capable of agency, of choice, of creating even the smallest moments of beauty and meaning in your day. When we're numb, connection can feel both terrifying and impossible. We crave it, yet we push it away, fearing judgment, rejection, or the vulnerability of being truly seen. But isolation only reinforces numbness. It keeps us trapped in our own echo chambers, amplifying the silence within. This might feel impossible, but I urge you to try. Send one honest message to someone you trust. Hey, I've been feeling disconnected lately. Just wanted to say hi. You don't have to explain everything, just offer a breadcrumb, a signal that you're reaching out. Ask someone how they are, and truly listen. Put down your phone, silence your inner monologue, and really tune in to what they're saying. Join a group, not for deep conversation, but for shared experience, a class, a game night, a book club. Sometimes the simple act of being in the presence of others, even without words, can chip away at the loneliness. Even silent presence with another human can begin to soften the emotional armor. Remember, connection is not a cure-all, but it is a powerful antidote to numbness. It reminds us that we are not alone, that our stories matter, and that we are worthy of love and belonging. There is a strength in vulnerability that our culture often overlooks. We are taught to admire self-reliance, to tough it out, to believe that asking for help is a sign of weakness. But the truth is, seeking support is an act of courage. There is no shame in needing help. Therapy, coaching, or support groups are not signs of weakness. They are lifelines. Reaching out is not a failure. It's a recognition that you deserve support on your journey toward healing. A therapist can help you unpack what you've suppressed. They can hold space for your pain, your confusion, your silence. They can help you understand the root of your numbness and develop healthy coping mechanisms. They can walk with you through the silence until you can hear yourself again. If numbness is paired with thoughts of hopelessness, self-harm, or deep disconnection, professional help isn't optional. It's essential. You matter too much to stay stuck. You deserve support. You are worthy of healing. For so long, our culture has equated feeling alive with constant stimulation, achievement, and busyness. We're told that we need to be on all the time, striving, achieving, pushing ourselves to the limit. But this relentless pursuit of more can leave us feeling empty, exhausted, and ultimately numb. Maybe your idea of feeling alive was once tied to passion, productivity, or adrenaline. But aliveness isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, a breath, a sunrise, a sip of tea. The feeling of sun on your skin, the sound of your child's laughter, the simple act of noticing the beauty in the everyday. Begin to notice, not chase, the small things that stir you. Don't rush, don't force, just observe. What brings a flicker of joy to your heart? What makes you pause, even for a moment, and feel a sense of peace or wonder? You're not rebuilding your life, you're remembering it. You're rediscovering the simple joys, the quiet moments of grace, the subtle ways in which life whispers to you, you are alive, you are here, you are enough. Healing is not linear. It's not a straight line from numbness to feeling. There will be good days and bad days, moments of progress and setbacks, times when you feel like you're finally breaking through, and times when the fog rolls back in. Some days you will feel lighter, the colors will seem brighter, your steps will feel lighter, and hope will bloom in your chest. Others, the fog will return, the numbness might feel heavier, the silence deafening, and the world might lose its vibrancy once again. That's okay. Numbness doesn't vanish overnight. It takes time to thaw what has been frozen, to mend what has been broken, to rediscover the language of your own heart. But if you keep showing up, with honesty, patience, and compassion, the colors will come back, first in shades, then in full. Trust that you are on the right path, even when the journey is challenging. Trust that you are worthy of healing, even when you don't feel it. Trust that you are not alone, even in the silence. Here's what I want you to remember. Numbness is not your identity. It's not a diagnosis. It's not forever. It's a response, a signal, a pause. And even now, in this moment, a part of you is reaching out, watching this, listening, hoping. That part of you, that's the ember. The part that still believes, still wants, still feels, even if faintly. Hold on to it. Fan it gently. That ember is how you return to yourself. You are not beyond repair. You are not too far gone. You are not empty. You are becoming, slowly, softly, steadily. And every step you take, even watching this video, is proof that the numbness does not define you. You are not numb. You are healing. And I promise, you won't regret trusting that process.